Morning, Tobbers. Oh, devil are we? It's Monday morning. It is Monday, the 20th of June. And this is the time. My day began at 2:30 this morning when I woke up. And I'm in Nottingham. Going to the seaside. I'm going to the seaside. If you'd like to come along for a ride, I'm going all the way down to Torquay. And I'm going overnight, and then I'll be coming back again. Taking a load of playground equipment to those chiddlers down in Torquay. I don't know why I've got a Birmingham accent. Because you don't talk like that down in Torquay. Down Torquay. See that there tidal river? That's more Cornish, isn't it? Anyway, you get my drift. So yes, okay. Secure my load, which I can't film because it's too dark. I'm going to defect the truck, which I can't film because it's too dark. And we shall get the devil under the way. Quite familiar with that route. Go to Cornwall quite a lot. So it's just from Nottingham. It'll be quickly onto the M1. Then on the M42 down to Birmingham. So I can use the accent down to Birmingham. Then Birmingham onto the M5 all the way down at Exeter. And then down into Torquay. Straight shoot down to Torquay. Okay. Just catch you later.
After 400 yards, cross the roundabout, second exit. Cross the roundabout, second exit.
Dude, slow down a bit, man. A belly. Driving an absolute nipple.
Hey, wait a minute. You're dead. You've been dead for 30 years.
32, Hiram, baby.
second exit.
Bridget Starnes, very happy and fantastic 50th birthday from husband Adrian, daughter Abby, and son Oliver. Holly Davis is 15 today. Lots of love from the family. Very happy day from mum, dad, Jessie the dog, and all the rest of the family. Jill Iverson is between 49 and 51 today, as are so many other people we mentioned. We're on our way back from a weekend in Devon with all the family, where we celebrated Jill's birthday, and we fly abroad on Friday to continue the celebrations. So when I was young, we had a birthday on Monday, and that was it. You didn't have a weekend in Devon, and then a holiday abroad afterwards. Yeah, things are a little better nowadays. Surprise my mother, boy! Kathleen Morgan, I mentioned her today. She's getting ready this morning to depart with all of us for a surprise early 70th birthday holiday. Can you please tell her it's not somewhere she's been before? And it's in Yorkshire. Okay, right, well, the weather might improve, so you can be alright. Love from Helen, Esther, David, and Bert, the border terrier. Finally, Alan Williams from Clarkston, also known as Roy. Bert, wish him a very happy 70th. 70. Look at the state of it. He's been celebrating all weekend. That explains the state of it. What makes you think he's going to be in a position to be able to hear this morning? Love from his wife, Sandra, kids, Lorna and Ross, all the family, his sisters, Hazel, Bart and Lyle, and all their families, and everybody that he can remember, which won't be many.
At the end of the road, turn right. Then, bear right. Turn right. Then, bear right. Bear right. Then, bear left.
Right.
Bear left. Then, turn left.
Oh, this is going to be tight.
Turn left. Then, you have reached your destination. Windows up, grab those sunnies and don't let the seagulls steal your chips. After 50 yards, turn left. Then, turn right. Turn left. Then, turn right. turn left.
That's a shame.
Hang a hard right.
Honestly? Just you're on your phone, dickhead.
After 100 yards, turn right. Then, at the end of the road, turn left. Turn right. Then, at the end of the road, turn left. Turn left. Then, take the second right. Turn right. Then, take the third right. No worries. After 200 yards, turn right, then bear right. Turn right, then bear right. Bear right, then turn right. Turn right. At the end of the road, turn right, then keep left, turn right, then keep left. Keep left, then you have reached your destination. Windows up, grab those sunnies and don't let the seagulls steal your chips.
Alright, wheels again.
After 100 yards, you have reached your destination. Windows up, grab those sunnies and don't let the seagulls steal your chips.
Can't park it here, mate.
No, it's not being parked.
Just come past the loading bay.
You see New Look just there?
Yeah.
That's where I've got to go. I'm going to go into there.
The loading bay.
What? One,
Just opposite.
yeah, but it's getting down to it. It's going to be 1 minute. I'm going to ask him because there might be a rear access, you see.
There should be a rear access to that.
See, I mean, access is a problem around here, right? See, the car will carry on coming as well, rather than waiting for things to settle. Honestly, try driving further than the end of your bonnet. Oh, good God. Do you want to get these brake things off first? Because they're on my tailgate. I need to shut that up before I reverse in. Say that again. Chicks. You can't say chicks nowadays. Will that Peugeot go in anymore? Pull forward so we take these brick things off the tailgate. in Torquay. I'm going to do a window up because it's very noisy. I'm eating my cob. And just to set the record straight, that is the right technical term for it. It's not a barn cake, it's not a batch, it's not a stotty, it's a bat. That's what it is. Simple, the cob, bat, whichever you prefer. That's it, alright? Yeah. Now if I look a bit pink, that's because I thought at the beginning of the day, and you'll hear me quote it earlier, that I was delivering playground equipment. It turns out that I wasn't delivering playground equipment. What I was actually delivering was how would you describe it? Building materials, I guess, for a renovation of a high street shop. I guess they wanted a refit, a new look, if you will. So, yeah, this artificial brick walling stuff in plastic sheets, loads of them to come off, handballing. And then I had about 6 tons of ceramic tiles and about 1.5 to 2 tons of vinyl flooring, you know, that false wooden effect look stuff. We had a pump truck, had a tail lift. However, the lazy bleeding Italians that made the ceramic tiles put them on homemade pallets as opposed to the standard pallet like you'd see, and as a result the forks of a forklift will go under it, but the forks of a pump truck, because you've got the wheels and whatnot, wouldn't go under. It's too thick, the gap was too narrow. So that was it, that was the end of that. So we had to handball them, and it's quite sticky today because the sun's just breaking through. There's a lot of moisture in the air because we've had so much rain, and I sweat cobs out. I really have. Yeah, cobs, not barn cakes, not batches, cobs. So yeah, I've finished now. I'm unloaded. I've got to get home now. What have I driven? Let me have a butcher's hook. Right, I've got 3 hours 50 minutes of this period of drive time to get back home, which is not going to be enough. I can extend it to another hour, so I've used up my 10 hours for the day, but I think I'll run out of work time directive before that happens. So I anticipate getting up somewhere near Birmingham before I have to pull in and take 9 hours off, which is a bit of a bummer really, but that's the way it goes. So the net result is I'll only get paid for 8 hours tomorrow because it won't take me all shift to get back home from Birmingham. But yeah, whether they want me to do any bitting and bobbing, I don't know. We shall see. But yes, then I'll be off Wednesday. Because they want me to work the weekend. My wife's off this weekend. So yeah, I'm taking Wednesday off. She can't work 7 days a week, can you? Right, catch you later. got 30 minutes left of drive time. I can extend that another hour, as you know. But that wouldn't get me past Birmingham traffic, so I'm stuck this side of Birmingham. A friend of mine lives in Bridgnorth, which is a quick detour off the M5. So I'm going to his house, I'll park on his drive, take my rest there, watch the football, probably have a bite to eat.
After 200 yards, go left on the roundabout. First exit.
Onto Bridge Street, A455.
And get to see my mate and his family. Right, I'm 5 miles away from my friends and I've stopped here because I run out of drive time and I can extend that for an hour, so I always knew I wouldn't quite make it, so I've extended. I've just about had 45 minutes, so I can drive that extra hour and 6 minutes in total. It's saying 6 minutes left over from the second period. This morning, my first driving period, I was on the, what was it? It's not the 38, just off the bottom of the M5. It's the A3180, I think, something like that. Anyway, I was looking for a place to park, and I come across one lay-by, and it was full. Come across a second lay-by, it was full. By this time, I was nearly out, and I just pulled into this lay-by, and just as I got to the end, it clicked over to say my drive time was up. So that's another infringement. I'm rubbish at avoiding these infringements, you know. I mean, I should just put on the back, I do a printout, put on the back what I've just told you. Yeah, by about 10 seconds or something stupid. And I started looking somewhere to pull up. I always look no later than with a quarter of an hour spare, and there's plenty of parking spaces. They lay-bys, parking lay-bys, but they were full with various. One had got one of these little butty vans in it, and so everybody were in that one. And the second one, they were spaced out, and I couldn't get in. So I just managed to squeeze in. There's only one space, and I had to shoehorn it in there. Unfortunately, I ended up going over by just a few seconds. So I'm keen not to do that again. So yeah, no, it's turned out alright, because I'm working tomorrow. They've asked me if I can work. I said, yeah, I'll work. What do you need me to do? They want me to do a run out to Grantham and then Leicester in the 7.5 tonner, which I can do because I know Grantham really well anyway. so that shan't take long. But 7 o'clock start, so I shall set off from here about between 3 and 4, just so that I get the other side of Birmingham before the traffic starts, and then I know I'll get into Nottingham no problem. Yeah, do that run. Then I shall take Wednesday off because I shall work Thursday, Friday, then Saturday, Sunday, because it's more beneficial to work the weekend when I can. And my wife just happens to be off this next weekend. She had a college workshop cancelled, not cancelled but postponed until September, so it's freed me up to work. And when it's good rates at the weekend, you're silly not to. Do you know what I mean? I'm not bothered about the weekend. The only thing is, it would be nice to all three of us have a bit of time together, but that's the balance that you have to try and deal with. But we're on holiday in July down to Cornwall, so we'll be down there for 10 days, so we shall get time together. So, yeah, so happy days. Jo's cooking for me, bless her. I'll be able to watch the footy, and it'll be nice and peaceful, nice rest. That's a tick, tick, tick. A win, win, win. Brucey bonus. So I'll catch you later.